Okay, for those who are not friends of mine on Facebook or Instagram, you will not know about our CATastrophe. So, my little escape artist, Miss Mickie, who is resting behind me, right there, that cute little ball of fur, is going to give me a heart attack and kill me with crazy stress and nerves. So, on one of my previous videos, I mentioned that she hid in the bus, and that she also had found a spot just above the door. Well, she also found a screened window, that the screen wasn't perfectly secure. Now that's my fault. I thought that it was, and it wasn't. So we were sitting on the bed one evening, supper time. This was, I believe, Friday. And I just, at the right opportune time, happened to look out my window, and there she is, da-da-da, prancing beside the bus. So I went outside and I coaxed her to me, and she came underneath the bus, and she came to me, and problem solved, back in the bus. But then, so I took that screen off because it was just a dollar store screen. Bad idea, guys. Bad idea. And we got fiberglass, and we got Gorilla Glue. Well, first we got Gorilla Mount, which we thought was Gorilla Tape. And so I used the mount, and then Rod came home with tape, so I ended up putting tape over top of it. So not only did it have mount, but it also had tape on top of it. And so she can't get through the actual screen, but anyways. So we had someone coming to help us build a bench. And so Rod was taking the dog to another farm where we take him, just to have him out of our hair for the day. And so he put the cats in the back of the bus in the bathroom. That's where their litter is, that's where their food and water is, and a nice open window for them so they could have air. When Rod got back from dropping off Charlie, she had already escaped. So Rod spent the whole entire morning looking for her. We ended up canceling the person coming. Sorry, Mike, after he drove all the way here. So Rod's out calling her and everything, nothing, didn't hear her, but I think she heard him and knew he was in the area. He's shaking her food dish and that kind of thing. So when I got home, I went looking, and I don't know who all believes in prayer, but we are strong believers in God, and we have a strong faith, and I totally believe in prayer. So I did a roundabout of the area, and I got into the bush. I got down on my knees and I prayed. I waited for a little bit. I opened my eyes. I looked up, and I could hear some rustling. Now this is after I had done a roundabout, and I had called her, and I call her like a mum cat. I do a chirp and a mum cat chirp. I also call her, and I seem to have a little bit of a bond and connection with her. And so there she was. She was coming through the little brush area. And she came right to me. I caught her, and that I posted on my Instagram, and Facebook a short video of me when I first found her. So I carry her back to the bus and I open the back door where she had escaped, which was a bad idea because she had already escaped that area, and obviously it caused her stress. So I get her in the bus, she's in the bus, and if anybody knows a bus, the back door is a huge door. It's the back emergency door. So it takes a little time to get it closed. I'm in the process of just gonna slam it, and there was a noise inside the bus. It startled her. She bolts right by my shoulder, and out again she goes. I was so devastated. Devastated. I'm like, no! So I spent the next 2.5 hours praying, searching, calling, and getting pretty deflated. I took a break, Rod went out, and he went searching, calling, chirping. And again, I decided I was going to go to the back of the bus because I didn't want to walk around anymore. I'd already been through the bush and I wanted to see if she would come to us. So we have a table at the back of the bus outside. So I laid on the table and then I got on my knees again and I begged God to bring her back before the sunset so that she wouldn't be outside in the bush in the dark. So again, there I am on this table, on my knees, waiting. And I open my eyes, and I look in the little bush area, and there's her cute little face. So if anybody doesn't believe in prayer, you might want to rethink that. Because both times I got down on my knees is when she came out. Anyways, it took a little bit longer to coax her this time. I brought her food over to her very slowly. She did kind of hesitate and she went back into the bush a bit. But I just kept talking to her really softly and sweet. And she laid down and I was able to grab her like a mother cat from the back of the neck and pull her out and grab her, and I brought her in the side door of the bus. And she's home safe, and until we can find something that's secure enough for the screen or a different remedy, the windows will be only down this much so she can't get out. So thank you everybody who did pray and whose heart was also pounding for us, and I just thank you. And there is our sweet little girl, home safe and happy.